Maryland football renewed its rivalry with Virginia in style. Both men's and women's soccer struggled in their conference openers, and volleyball made the most of their trip down south this weekend. We'll fill you in on all that and more coming up on the Left Bench.
I think I have enough proof that we're a team that's built to overcome adversity.
Hello everyone and welcome into the Left Bench, brought to you by Terrapin Sports Central. I'm Nathan Schwartz alongside Jonas Evans. And Jonas, I know you were at that football game on Friday night and it was an electric atmosphere.
Yeah, Nate, I was in the stands, you were on the sidelines. I know it was hard to find me through that sea of people. CQ was rocking on Friday.
Yeah, it's the loudest I've seen CQ in a long time, so let's just get right into this recap. For the second straight week, the Terps found themselves in a primetime matchup with the Shell absolutely packed. And once again, they got off to a horrible start. True freshman QB Anthony Calandria led the Cavaliers to a 14-point lead just 10 minutes in, putting the Terps in an all-too-familiar hole. But this time around, their response was immediate. Enter Braden Wazlowski, who took this kickoff 98 yards to the house for his first career TD, bringing Maryland within 7. Now, if there was one word to describe this game for Maryland, it would be explosive. You saw right there with the kick return, and now you'll see it from the offense. Midway through the third quarter, Talia Tungavailoa found Jayshon Jones wide open down the sideline for a 64-yard score, putting the Terps up 21-14. And from then on, Maryland dominated. The Terps defense collected turnovers on 4 consecutive Cavalier possessions, including 2 picks from Tarheeb Still, and the 3-headed monster of Roman Hemby, Antoine Littleton, and Colby McDonald put Virginia's upset bid to rest as the Terps came out on top, 42-14. Here's head coach Mike Loxley on the play that changed the game.
With them going up 14-0, that return couldn't have come at a better time for us, and it was tremendous effort on Braden's part, getting it to the point of attack, and then he finished it. At one point, it looked like the guy had a chance to tackle him. He outran the angle, and kid has tremendous speed, tremendous heart, and I was glad to see him finish it and make a play. But it was much needed, and I think it jump-started us as a team.
As explosive as Maryland's offense was on Friday, the Terps gained most of their momentum from special teams and defense. Alex Scary has more.
In a rivalry matchup, all eyes were turned on Talia Tungavailoa and Maryland's dynamic offense to be the difference maker. But for the second straight week, the Terps found themselves in a 14-0 hole.
I think I have enough proof that we're a team that's built to overcome adversity, and I don't think I need to see us down 14-0 anymore to know that we're capable.
A spark was needed to change this momentum, and it came from an unlikely source: special teams. True freshman kick returner Braden Wazlowski electrified CQ Stadium with a 98-yard kick return touchdown to draw the Terps within 1 score.
That return couldn't have come at a better time for us, and it was tremendous effort on Braden's part, getting it to the point of attack, and then he finished it. At one point, it looked like the guy had a chance to tackle him. He outran the angle, and kid has tremendous speed, tremendous heart, and I was glad to see him finish it and make a play.
Wazlowski's score finally put points on the board for the Terps, but still, their offense wasn't firing on all cylinders. Lucky for them, their defense helped them out with shorter field positions with not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 straight turnovers.
First, it was Tarheeb Still with the pick. Then, Donnell Brown. And then Still again with his second on the day.
This Friday night, good environment, just having fun with the team. It's just an amazing place to make those plays at, and it was really fun.
Tredarius Colbert forced and recovered a fumble and put away the Cavs on an emphatic 3-quarter shutout performance by the defense.
We practice on Sunday, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. The first D picked me off 3 times. Like one on Monday, one on Tuesday, one on Wednesday. So I told them, y'all picking me off, you gotta get picks and stuff, and they got 4 turnovers. So
as Maryland enters Big Ten play, winning the turnover battle on defense will be even more crucial to help kickstarting the offense.
And Nate, Tarheeb still with the 2 picks is the highlight there, but it's just so many dogs in that DB room for Maryland right now. They're so electric.
Yeah, I mean, you go around the horn. You have Jaquan Shepard, Tarheeb still in the cornerback room, the safety duo of Bro Braid and Dante Trader Jr. I mean, those 4 guys, if they're all clicking at the same time, this Maryland secondary is going to be tough to beat.
Yeah, and some of the strength is the depth, but they've got a really tough schedule coming up. They're going to have to face some really tough receivers. We'll see how they do.
No doubt about that. Now let's stay with Big Ten football because the conference has seen a lot of shakeup at the head coach position this past summer.
TSC's Ben Wolf is here to break down all the new faces that 4 Big Ten teams have leading the charge.
Yeah, guys, there's been quite a coaching carousel this offseason. 2 teams brought in new names, and the other 2 were promoted within the program. Let's start by taking a trip to the Big Ten West. Following the firing of former Wisconsin head coach Paul Chryst, the Badgers were determined to find themselves a new one who could bring Wisconsin back to its elite status as a yearly championship contending team. That man is former Cincinnati head coach Luke Fickell. In 2021, Fickell led the program's most historic season in school history, appearing in the college football playoff semifinals in the Cotton Bowl, and the first ever 13-0 regular season record in Bearcat history. Despite being in the AAC for 6 seasons, Fickell has strong roots in the Big Ten. As a Columbus, Ohio native, he played 4 years as a nose guard at Ohio State and served as the Buckeyes co-defensive coordinator and linebackers coach for 11 years. Through non-conference play, the Badgers posted a 2-1 record, scoring at least 30 points in each game. Wisconsin will open the Big Ten regular season against Purdue and West Lafayette. Now let's head to Southwest to Lincoln, Nebraska, where Matt Rule returns to college football after a stint in the NFL. Rule replaced the departure of Scott Frost at Nebraska. Rule is notorious for his quick rebuilds, like at Baylor and Temple. He sent Baylor to the Big 12 Championship and Sugar Bowl. I can only imagine Nebraska fans want the same result for the Huskers. Rule picked up his first Nebraska win on Saturday over Northern Illinois. Nebraska QB Jeff Sims has been struggling with turnovers, leading to a 1-2 record through non-conference play. With Rule's history in turning programs around, you can imagine he'll do everything in his power to turn his quarterback's play around. Harlan Barnett is the newest addition to this coaching carousel, serving as Michigan State's acting head coach. Former head coach Mel Tucker is being investigated by Michigan State University for sexual assault allegations and is soon to be fired. Tucker has been accused of having an inappropriate phone call with sexual misconduct prevention advocate Brenda Tracy. Tucker released a statement saying that the allegations are completely false. Michigan State has announced that the university is in the process of officially firing Tucker. The program is facing some unwanted spotlight, but it's now up to Barnett to keep his squad focused on the game. Before being named the head coach, Barnett had been the secondary coach for 11 seasons. He had a brief stint as the Florida State defensive coordinator in 2018, but returned to East Lansing in 2020. Barnett's head coaching debut this past Saturday did not go as planned, as the Spartans were crushed 41-7 by number 8 Washington in East Lansing. As a first-time head coach in a challenging situation, Barnett has a lot on his plate to get the Spartans back on the right path. The final head coach is David Braun, who was named the interim head coach for Northwestern. Braun joined the Wildcats in January of 2023 as the defensive coordinator, but he received the promotion to interim head coach 6 months later after Pat Fitzgerald was fired due to an investigation that found widespread hazing, including instances of forced sexual acts. Braun is best known for the defensive powerhouses he led at North Dakota State for 4 seasons with 2 national FCS championships. Northwestern currently sits at 1-2 with the lone 38-7 win over the University of Texas at El Paso in Week 2. Braun will look to reel in Northwestern's first winning season since 2020. Now, Nate, Jonas, we've got lots of new faces leading some broken programs. It'll be interesting to see how they can build them back up. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Ben. And I want to talk about Matt Rule for a second because he has built up a couple college programs in the past. It's going to be interesting to see if he can do the same with Nebraska.
And I think the good thing that Ben mentioned there is broken programs. You mentioned Rule. He's a big name. Fickell, also a big name. The real question is what happens when these teams start losing? Because the fan bases were really excited when these guys come in. But what happens when those big names don't get the wins that those fan bases are expecting?
Exactly right. The Big Ten West is wide open, so these coaches have a really big golden opportunity.
Absolutely. It was opening day for Big Ten play for Maryland men's soccer, and they found themselves in yet another draw. The Terps came out slow on the attack, but once Michigan's Michael Leon put one past Jamie Lowell, the Terps were in full force, charging forward with 2 goals. The first came from a free kick. Kamani Stewart-Baines kicked off, and Quist Theresin converted, notching his first collegiate goal, 1-1 tie. Luke Van Hukelum also got his first goal. His was off an assist from Stefan Capetti to give Maryland the lead. Coming out of the half, Maryland took its foot off the gas and gave up an easy goal for Michigan. The Terps had to play the final 10 minutes with 10 players as William Kolvik got a second yellow card. Maryland attacked Michigan's goal to the final seconds but came up with a 2-2 draw. Here's what head coach Sasha Swarovski had to say on his team's performance.
I'm very disappointed with the result today. We did a number of things well enough to win this game, but once again, we gifted the opposition an easy goal, and we put ourselves in the hole early in the game.
Maryland women's soccer also took to the pitch this weekend. We'll have the recap from Penn State.
And later, Brandon Schwartz will join us for a fun game of Heads Up. All that and more after the break. Stay with us.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
You know, it took 20 years and I got my third child who was 17 at the time.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
Hello and welcome to the Left Bench presented by Terrapin Sports Central. I'm Jonas Evans. That's my good friend Nathan Schwartz. And Nate, Maryland women's soccer has been picking up a lot of steam recently.
Yeah, 3 wins in the last 4 matches for Megan Ryan Nemser squad, with that 1 loss came up in Happy Valley this past weekend.
Yeah, and this one was not close. The Nittany Lions were Maryland's first-ranked opponent of the season, and it showed as the Terps were on their heels from the opening whistle. Penn State's Katie Wisner opened the scoring in just the 6th minute with a shot from way outside the penalty box that found the top corner. The Maryland defense held Penn State scoreless for the rest of the first half, but an Ellie Wheeler shot deflected in at the 60th minute to make it 2-0 Penn State. Then Olivia Borgen made it 3 with a goal in the 71st that really put it out of reach for Maryland. Rebecca Cook's 83rd minute goal sealed the deal for Penn State as the Nittany Lions finished the night with 27 shots, the Terps only with 2, taking down Maryland 4-0. Despite the scoring, Maryland goalie Liz Beardsley had a night, tallying 8 total saves on Friday, her highest total this season.
Number 5 Maryland field hockey had what could be their biggest non-conference win of the season. The Terps traveled to Charlottesville to take on number 6 Virginia and got their groove back after a loss at home. The first quarter was all about Maryland's defense. Virginia had no scoring opportunities until the last few seconds. And then in the second quarter, the offense showed up. Margot Lawn found the back of the cage off a rebound, and then Hannah Boss notched one of her own. Terps up 2-0. In the last 30 seconds of the game, Noah Boterman scored off a penalty stroke for the Cavaliers, but there wouldn't be enough time for Virginia to pull off the win in this one. Maryland grabs the 2-1 win and moves to 7-2 on the season. With non-conference play wrapping up, here's what head coach Missy Maharik has to say entering Big Ten play.
You know, we know very well that, we need a whole nother level, and we're excited to do that. We're in our 4th week now, and every week we're learning more about each other. I always want to keep in mind, and I remind my staff, and I remind the team, we've got 9 new people that are filtering into playing significant minutes and having big outcome impact in the outcomes of the matches. So it's exciting for us because we really are not close to what we're going to be.
Maryland volleyball came into the weekend on a 3-game winning streak, and the Terps were looking to win their 2nd tournament in a row, this time at the FGCU Classic in Fort Lauderdale. The Terps took on Lemoyne on Friday, and this one wasn't close. Maryland cruised to a 3-0 sweep against the Dolphins, highlighted by their impressive defense, allowing only a .08 hitting percentage, their lowest since head coach Adam Hughes joined the team. Saturday's matchup with FAU saw more the same as the Terps completed the 3-0 sweep again, this time behind a powerful performance from outside hitter Layla Ivey, who led the Terps offense with 11 kills. Maryland's final match of the weekend, however, was an absolute nail-biter. The Terps took on the host team FGCU and won in a thrilling 5-set match, 3-2. Layla Ivey led the team in kills for the second straight game, and senior Sam Sire recorded her 1,000th career kill. The Terps leave Florida with their first 6-game winning streak since 2021.
It's no secret that name, image, and likeness has completely changed the landscape of college athletics. But now, Maryland has taken a major step forward to create more NIL opportunities for its athletes. Maryland Athletics has partnered with Blueprint Sports to create the One Maryland Collective, the first collective to span across all Maryland sports. The collective will bring existing collectives from individual sports into one unified front, providing 500 student athletes with a chance to seek any NIL opportunity of their choosing. Since the inception of NIL in 2021, Maryland student athletes have signed over 1,500 NIL agreements. And with the One Maryland Collective, the support and resources for all student athletes will be better than ever.
Being a college student is hard in general. Now imagine being a D1 athlete on top of that. Oh, and also working to earn your master's. Alexa Wooten has more.
Being a student athlete comes with moments of glory. But it also comes with great sacrifice. Earning a college degree is stressful. Now imagine games, practices, lifting, and team meetings on top of that. Maryland has 63 graduate student athletes doing it all.
I wanted to come here where the academics and the athletics were top-notch.
Maryland does a really, really good job at keeping us locked in on academics.
Well, I love Maryland. I grew up here. This is where I want to play football, and they also have one of the best architecture schools, so this is where I wanted to be.
I think everyone really values you as a human over an athlete.
Doing both can still be overwhelming.
Obviously at moments, especially when we're in season traveling, it's very, very difficult to organize taking midterms, taking exams.
But the drive to pursue both still remains, and their accomplishment doesn't go unnoticed.
The Barry and Mary Gossett Center for Academic and Personal Excellence decided to honor that drive by having all their graduate student athletes wear a patch that reads graduate on their chest every time they play.
When we have a young man who's shooting free throws in Xfinity this season on the basketball team and you see that patch, it's a peek over the fence for the fans to see that, wow, there's a lot more to this student than just playing basketball.
And for the student athletes, it's a true resemblance of their accomplishment.
First generation graduate student in my family, so that means a lot to me, especially from a prestigious university like Vanderbilt, and even just being able to graduate here and get my master's, and I wear it with a lot of pride.
It's been a blessing to see that graduate patch, to know that I accomplished something that me and my family definitely wanted.
For Terrapin Sports Central, I'm Alexa Wooten.
Yeah, Nate, something like that just shows how important academics are here at the University of Maryland. The athletic department's done so much in the past, and now with this patch, it just shows where their priorities are.
Absolutely, and you see when the big names that are wearing this patch, Jay Sean Jones, Colton Spangler, we saw Jameer Young in that package, Brene Alexander, when it's those athletes that get all the recognition that are wearing that patch, it means even more.
Absolutely. Great stuff there from Alexa. Now don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we'll bring back one of our classic games that we love to play.
And as always, we'll crown our Pro Terp, Terp of the Week, and the top 5 plays. Stay with us.
I tell my son, I love you every single day. I love you. Now, my dad has never said that to me. Not because he doesn't love me, but because culturally it wasn't comfortable for him. Now that he's a grandfather, he says, I love you to my son every time he sees him. My advice to all the fathers out there, forget the cultural restrictions. They grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
Got a new house. It's looking pretty cool so far.
I'm teaching Louise how to cook some lasagna. Thank you.
Study, please.
I think I finally found a place to make my own. A place that I call home. This place that I call home.
Welcome back to The Left Bench, presented by Terrapin Sports Central. I'm Nathan Schwartz, joined as always by Jonas Evans. And once again, we've got Brandon Schwartzberg up at the desk for another game. Brandon, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me on.
You just really like this desk, huh? You 2 weeks in a row, are you going to do every single week?
Yeah, you know, I think at this point it's my second home.
Yeah, you know, I wiped the floor with you last week in Time's Up, so I'm hoping you have a better performance today in Heads Up.
You do have to recover from that. I mentioned, too, that Nate kind of dominated that.
Like I said last week, it wasn't even close.
I don't know about that. I think you're giving yourself too much credit there.
I don't know. I think I did pretty well.
All right, so we're playing Heads Up. We've done this 100 times. We're doing it again, though. Ricky's going to come up, tag a name on each one of us, and we're going to guess them with yes or no questions.
Look forward.
See?
No. I think so.
Nice.
All right.
How you doing, Ricky?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Thank you.
Okay.
Very
okay.
nervous.
Oh.
Is this upside?
Yep.
It's upside down.
Oh, come on.
All right. Here we go.
All right.
You want to start, Brandon?
Thank you, Ricky. And
Yes,
yeah, let's have Brandon go first.
Am I currently in college?
Yes.
Great first question.
Okay. Am I a male athlete?
No.
That means I'm a female athlete.
Yes.
That is correct.
Am I a fall sport?
No.
Am I a winter sport?
Yes.
Am I basketball?
Yes.
Am I a player?
Yes.
Yes.
Am I new to the program?
No.
No.
Am I a guard?
No.
I think so.
You
I
might
think
be on
so.
the wrong track, but yeah, just keep going.
Yes and no.
Oh, okay. Well, that's conflicting.
Have you specified which basketball?
Women's basketball.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, we said women's
Yes.
earlier. That's why I was confused about basketball. Okay.
Oh, gosh, I don't know.
You don't know single player.
You covered the team, Brandon. Come on.
I covered the team my freshman year. You know how many players are gone now?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
Currently in college.
Currently in college.
Women's basketball.
Am
You
I
got
an
that.
upperclassman?
Yes.
Okay. Am I Cheyenne Sellers?
No.
Am I Brene Alexander?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
There you go.
There we go.
You got there eventually.
Well, she's a guard forward, so yeah.
That's what I said. I was like, I think so, and then I said
that
yes
kind
and
of
no.
threw me for a
Yeah.
loop.
All right, my turn?
Yeah,
I'm very
go
nervous.
for it.
Male?
Yes.
Fall sport?
No.
Winter sport?
Yes.
Yes.
Basketball?
Yes.
Currently playing?
Yes.
Is it a freshman?
Yes.
I want to guess who Ricky would have picked. Lamoth?
No, not Lamoth.
Kaiser?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Wow, you got that pretty quick.
Yeah.
I mean, you know the freshmen well.
Yeah.
So
Well, no, the freshmen are a very big story this year. We're going to
Yeah.
cover them for sure a long time.
We're going to be talking about them a lot. All right, here we go. Currently in college.
Yes.
Male sport.
Yes.
Fall sport.
Yes.
Football.
Yes.
Offense.
No.
So defense. Defense.
Yes.
Okay.
It wasn't a guarantee.
Right, not guarantee.
Good job.
Defensive back.
No.
Linebacker.
No.
Defensive line.
Yes.
Bunyan?
Yes.
Let's go.
We're killing it in
Isaac
this game.
Bunyan.
Yeah.
Wow.
I keep thinking we're going to make it too difficult for ourselves, and then
I know. We have obviously have really good knowledge about Maryland sports. All right, we're bringing Ricky up again, so we're all 1 for 1. We're only going to do 2 names. Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh, I like that.
I don't like that.
I like that.
I don't like that.
Ooh, I like that one. Oh, this one. I feel like this is the harder round for sure.
Probably.
I feel like off your name, I'm so screwed.
This is definitely.
Yeah, this is harder.
This is such a. This is definitely
gonna
gonna
be
be a hard
hard.
one.
Okay.
All right, Brandon. Here we go.
Am I? Great.
This could go very bad.
Am I currently in college?
Yes.
Fall sport?
No.
Winter?
Yes.
Male athlete?
Yes.
Basketball?
No.
Oh, great. Wrestling?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, there's so many.
so many.
There's
oh
so
my
many.
God.
I'm not gonna.
This could take him a minute.
Am I an upperclassman?
Yeah.
Should we? Well.
Am I Michael North?
No. Good guess though.
Am I Smith?
No.
I don't know how to get
Should
more
we?
narrow.
Here, we'll go to me. You have one final guess locked in that we'll go towards the end. Does that work?
Yeah,
All right.
sure.
All right. I'll go next. Male.
No.
All right. Female.
Yes.
Fall sport.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh no. Field hockey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Coach.
No.
No.
That'd be too easy.
Yeah, I was hoping. Upperclassman.
Yes.
Libby May.
What would you say?
Libby May.
That's
the
lacrosse.
Oh no!
player.
I knew. She,
Yikes.
Wrong stick sport.
Field hockey.
This is bad.
Upperclassman.
Give me a second.
Okay.
All right. All right. So I'll go. Currently in college.
Yes.
Take that same route I did last time. All right. Spring sport.
No. I'm pretty sure no. No? No. Yeah.
Winter sport.
No.
Fall
No,
sport.
yeah.
Yes.
Fall sport.
Yes.
Coach.
No.
So athlete. Men's sport.
No.
Just women's sport. Is
Yes.
it women's soccer?
Yes.
All right. Freshman.
Yep.
Freshman. Kennedy Bell.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's go.
Do you have a guess?
All right. So Kira from the control room said I can give each of you the first letter of the first name.
Okay.
So Brandon will go to you. Reminder, it's an upperclassman on the wrestling team.
Okay.
And the first name starts with D.
Oh, boy. Start with D. First name.
The last name starts with S. And you're going to have one guess.
I'm blanking.
I'm
blanking.
going to give you 10
so
seconds
blanking.
here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
I don't have. I don't know. There's so many players.
Dom Solis.
Oh yeah, I was not gonna get that. I had Smith locked in for the last name.
Yeah.
You can give me a letter, but
All right. So
I think
I'll
I'm
give you
cooked.
both. I'll give you both. M for the first name, L for the last name.
Oh, Margot. Yeah,
Margot
you mentioned
Lawn.
it. Yeah. Okay.
We tend to do that where they're in the show. Renee was in Alexa's package. Margot
I
Lawn
was gonna give you
Yeah,
that.
I didn't really have
scored
help with that.
for
With
field
that part
hockey.
for me.
Yeah, no, we just gave you a shot in the dark.
Yeah.
Bad for.
Thanks, Ricky.
All right, so you win this one for sure.
I
I'll
win.
say
I
that.
beat Brandon
Yeah.
yet again.
I wouldn't
That's
say
gonna be
yet
a
again.
recurring theme whenever me and him are playing a game together.
You have to get a win one of these times for sure.
I'd argue the last time I came on was more of a draw.
I would argue no.
No,
Okay.
it was not.
All right, now it's finally time to crown our Terp of the Week, and after his incredible performance this week, how could we not give it to Tarheeb Still? The senior DB was crucial to Maryland football's win over Virginia. He caught not one, but 2 interceptions on Friday, and also had 5 tackles. Still's first pick stopped the Cavaliers in the red zone, and his second led directly to Colby McDonald's rushing touchdown in the third. Still had only caught 1 interception in his previous 3 seasons for the Terps, but on Friday, he caught fire. Congrats to Tarheeb on being our Terp of the Week.
And our pro Terp this week hasn't been in the pros for long, but he's already making a name for himself up north. It's Patriots kicker Chad Ryland. Ryland made his NFL debut in Week 1 against the Eagles, but didn't get his first field goal attempt until Sunday night against Miami, and he drilled it from 49 yards out. Ryland is also a perfect 4 for 4 on his extra point attempts over the first 2 games, something that Terp fans became very familiar with last fall. The Pats aren't off to the best start this season, but it's clear that they are in pretty good hands with Ryland taking the kicks. Congrats to Chad on being this week's Pro Terp.
All right, Nate, we've waited 4 long months. We're back on top 5 plays. Let's get it started.
I've been waiting for this. Let's
Me
get
too.
right into it. All right, at number 5, we got Tar Heel Still's diving interception from Friday night against UVA. Let's just take another look at this. This play changed the game, and what a diving play there by Still in the end zone.
At number 4, it's Luke Van Hukelum with the cool, composed finish in the bottom right-hand corner. It's his first career goal for Maryland, and wow, he took it in style. No nerves there, and the crowd goes crazy as always.
Out to the plex for number 3, it's Macy Bradford laying out just like Still to get the ball into the back of the cage. Taking another look at this one. Full extension, and Maryland unfortunately didn't get a win in that one, but a great play.
All right, Nate, let's see some bunnies. Look at this. Preston Howard hurdling the defender, doesn't even touch him. That's starting to become a theme in football, that hurdle. It scares me every time my team does it. Nate, those tight ends go in the air. It's very, very scary.
If Howard can make more plays like that, he'll get a lot more
Absolutely.
action on the field this fall. And we're going to stay with football for number 1. How could it not be Braden Wisłowski's 98-yard kickoff return for a touchdown? His first career TD, the first kickoff return for Maryland in 4 years. That one jump-started the 42 unanswered points for Maryland, so it had to be our number 1 play. Congrats to Braden.
That'll do it for this edition of The Left Bench. Alex Gary and Alana Mutnick will be back at the desk next week.
Make sure to keep up with all of Terrapin Sports Central's coverage on X, Instagram, YouTube, and online at TerrapinSportsCentral.com.
See you soon.